What's up, y'all? It's Otaku Tavern back at you with another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, click the bell notification so that you do not miss a video. Or don't, whatever you feel like doing, I guess. Hope everybody's doing well tonight or today, wherever you're from, watching, or whenever you see this. So, this is something I've wanted to talk about for, honestly, quite some time. I just didn't really... I've kind of touched a little bit of base on it, but like I've never really dedicated an entire live stream to this. So, you know, I don't really know how long this video is going to be. I guess, you know, this is going to be a little bit of a rant as well, but it's like, you know, it's a genuine question, honestly. And, you know, the question is, you know, where the hell do you even meet people at anymore? That's my question. And, you know, like, a lot of people would name certain places off, places I'm about to name, by the way. They would say, well, go to these places and, you know, you can meet these people, you know, and then we're going to talk about, like, some other things that people say, that's just pure BS, nonsense. And, you know, this is not just about dating. You know, this is about friendships, meaningful relationships, like any form of connection, right? It doesn't matter if it's friendship-wise or romantic-wise. You know, and the question is, where the hell do you even meet people at? Because the thing is, if you really notice, most people stick to themselves. Seriously, if you open your eyes and pay attention, 99% of people stick to themselves. And you have to ask, why is this? Well, I mean, I don't know if I would say 99%. I mean, now, because a lot of the normies, you know, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. I ain't gonna, we'll get into it. So, you know, a lot of people would say, well, just go hang out at a bar, you know, you might meet a couple of people. Well, here's the problem with that.
Reborn again.
More than likely, let's just say you could meet people at the bar. The only people you're going to meet is drunks, bro. Like, that's all you're going to meet. And let's just say that didn't bother you none. That's still not going to work because bars are closing their doors like never before, bro. Because most people are not going. Most people, what they do is if they just want to get drunk, they just hold a drinking party at some house and all these people show up, right? That's I mean, that's what everybody mostly does in the town that I'm in. I mean, yeah, sure, liquor stores still sell booze, but like, as far as any bars go, bro, no, that's all long closed, bro. That's been closed for quite some time. You know, and you know, another thing is like clubs, nightclubs, any type of clubs. That's another thing, you know. Oh, that used to be a great place to meet people back in the day, right? So it's like, you know, no, you can't even do that anymore. You can't even go to, you know, the clubs and try to meet people. You know why? Because, bro, nobody's going to the club. That's why. You know, there's an old song by, it might be 10 years old by now. It's an old song by Camila Cabello. It's a song called Crying in the Club. You know, and basically what she's talking about is a breakup, and she's basically talking about, well, she goes to the club and she forgets all about it. She's not crying in the club. That's over, y'all. That's completely over. You know, the only clubs, you know, now them people get clubs, yeah, because they just host their own. But like the thing with that is like these nightclubs, you know, that you might be able to try to go and meet friends with at, or you know, you say you're a man just trying to meet a woman, or you're a female trying to meet some men or a man or whatever. Like, good luck, because you know they're closing their doors quicker than ever before. And the reason for this is social media. Because social media has completely rewired people's way of connection. It's the damage is done. It's not coming back. The damage is completely done. And the thing with bars and clubs, these two things in general, is these used to be so popular. You know, now, I wish I could have went to a nightclub back in the day. I felt like that would have been a very good experience, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I guess it could have turned out bad, but like, the thing is, man, is like, you're like, you can't even enjoy that no more because that's going away, bro. It's like, you know, like everything that you do in person, it's going away, man. Seriously. You know, a lot of people like will say, oh, well, just, you know, you hear these like people, within the red pill space, and like the red pill has been completely ruined, man. It doesn't mean what it means in the Matrix anymore, bro. In the movie The Matrix, it's something different now. People like these idiots like Andrew Tate and all these people have completely ruined it. And it's like, you know, they'll be like, oh, well, you just want more friends, you want a woman, have confidence, bro, or just take a shower, bro, touch grass, bro. And it's like, that's not how things work, man. I'll tell you how you meet people, man. It's based off your status. What you have, the way you look, that's what it's based off of. And nobody else can tell me that that's not true, because I have personally seen this firsthand.
Save some of them for me, Rogue.
And, you know, that's, as a matter of fact, that's all I have seen. And going back to the clubs, did you know there's like clubs? Like, this place opened this club. It was like a woman's only club. Bro, this club closed within a week. It shut its doors within a week. Because, like, there obviously wasn't any men there for them to meet. And so, and that's not the only thing, too. Like, there's been other, like, nightclubs, you know, like, men have stopped going, bro. Like, literally, most men have stopped going to nightclubs. And even a lot of women have stopped going to nightclubs. And it's like, you know, so the nightclub is dead, man. You know, there's like a video I watched. It's talking about how like nightclubs are completely dead. The music's low, like nobody's there, like having a good time, dancing. It's just like most of the time it's very brief. It's not really cram-packed like it used to be. And if they are there, more than likely they're just sitting down at a table on their phone, doom scrolling. Like they're not really participating. They're not really like trying to meet people or. And it's because it's been ruined, man. The social media has ruined it. People, you cannot walk up to people no more. You just can't. Social media, because the thing is, if social media, what it does is see if someone is uncomfortable in person, they feel different. Now on social media, if they feel uncomfortable, they just simply close out the app and don't have to deal with the accountability. So it's like, you know, that's one reason why that it's like this, is because of that. And there's so many reasons that I'm going to talk about here momentarily, but you know, as far as like the nightclubs go, you know, like think about like back in the like, I don't know, hell, back in the 80s, man. Like I've seen videos of like nightclubs back in the 80s and nightclubs back in the 2000s. Like, bro, that shit looked fun as hell, man. Like, it honestly did. Like, it looked fun, bro. I mean, you're sitting there, you know, you're dancing with somebody or whatever, you know, just dancing, having a good time. You know, like maybe if you drink, you know, maybe you're having like a drink, or you know, maybe you don't drink and you just want to go and just kind of try to meet people, or you know, like the experience is gone, man. Like it's over, bro. Like it's done. You know, the thing with nightclubs is like you can't deny the fact that like nightclubs, bars, you know, all these places like this, they are shutting their doors faster than ever, bro. Like they can't even keep up. There's so many that's shutting their doors because nobody's going, bro. That's why they're going out of business, because nobody's going. Pretty soon, the only nightclubs that'll exist are ones hosted by celebrities, bro. Or like presidents or something. And it's like, you know, you really just can't win for losing this situation, because it's like, you know, the night out culture, you know, basically that was like kind of like a default way to like meet up, you know, you make friends, you know, you could find a date maybe. All this stuff is shrinking fast. I mean, neighborhood pubs, massive multi-floor nightclubs, you know, classic bars, all this, bro. Like they're shutting their doors at a very alarming rate, bro. Like it's very alarming. And you know, people are more selfish now than ever. Most people only care about themselves. They don't, if that. Like, that's how little people care anymore, it seems like. And the thing with that is, like, you know, another thing that's really pushed this is, like, brutal economics, bro. Because, you know, like, between stuff like inflation, rising rent, soaring supply costs, groceries, all of this, man, you know, it's now an expensive luxury that only people like celebrities and presidents or someone like that can afford, because it's just so expensive. You know, it's like, and that, you know, a lot of people's just kind of looking at the math, basically, and deciding it's not worth it because it's not like it was. Let's just say the nightclubs, it would just be high and buy sort of thing. You wouldn't be making any, like, more than likely you wouldn't be getting any numbers. You wouldn't be, you know, you're not really gonna, if you're a man, you're probably not gonna end up taking a girl home. You know, if you're like a woman, you're probably not gonna end up, you know, able to go home with a man, or, you know, just hang out and go see a movie, whatever it is, right? Yeah, it ain't gonna happen, man. And, you know, another thing, too, is, like, you really just can't win for lose on this, because this is really bad. Even if you don't like bars and you don't drink, that was still a place some people went to meet people, man. And it's, oh, crap. It's like, I don't know, bro. It's crazy, but like, you know, if you have like a couple of round of drinks at a bar now, you know, and then like a ride home, bro, that crap easily pushes to $100 very quick, man. Like, I mean, very quick anymore. Like, you know, I've watched a lot of videos, bro, about this, and it's crazy, man. Like, this problem ain't going nowhere, man. This problem is here to freaking stay. And it's like, you know, most of these people, like these normies, I'll tell you where they're meeting people. They're meeting people while they're on vacation, at church dinners, church get-togethers, people of their own
That
class,
way worse.
not anyone else. If they're not in the clique, they don't want to talk to them, basically. Like, I've discussed that before on my channel, so we're not really going to get too much into that, really. But that is also a driving factor, too. But, you know, another thing, too, is, like, nobody really wants to, like, go, you know, dancing. That's another thing, bro. Like, out on the nightclubs, man. Like, that's... Like, honestly, I hope they don't even put nightclubs in GTA 6. I mean, they probably will, but, like, I don't really see a point of why, because... unless they're hosted by some celebrity in the game, because it's like, you know... that's what this is coming to, bro. Like, it's bad, man. Like... You can't really meet anybody anywhere. You know, and another thing too, like now going on to like the Otaku situation, like, oh, they'll just be like, go to an anime convention or join a Discord server. You know, something like that. I've already discussed Discord servers, so we're not even going to touch base on that. That's a joke. But, you know, really in all honesty, anime conventions are a joke. To be honest with you, because what are the purpose of anime conventions? To go and meet people, make meaningful relationships, stuff like that. Here's the thing, they don't do that anymore, man. When you go to an anime convention, it is to buy merch, take a picture with some voice actress or somebody or an actor, and that is it, bro. It's a high and buy situation. It's not... You're not there to talk, and the people that are talking are in the clique, bro. They're of a certain type of status, and that is why they may be doing a little bit of small talk and gossiping. But other than that, because I've seen videos of this, bro. Like it's the same thing everywhere I see, man. No matter what state I've looked at, it's the same thing worldwide, bro. Like, you know, people are not making meaningful, like, relationships. It's like, you know, that's another thing. If you're an otaku and you're surrounded by all these people that have the same interests, bro, that makes you feel even more invisible now, because you got all these people right here, freaking right in front of you, bro. They have the same interests, but yet no one is doing a dang thing. They're not talking. They don't care, bro. It's high and by. You know, they don't care no more. People don't want to talk to you no more. People don't want to talk to nobody no more. Like, I can't stress that enough, man. Like, unless you are of a certain status or got some gossip or some dirt on someone, something like that, then they may talk, or, you know, something like that. But it's like, you know, I've seen a lot of these videos about, like, anime conventions, and honestly, these are a joke. Like, they're not what they used to be. You know, if I was to ever go to one, I'll be honest, that's probably all I would do, because there would be no point in anything else. I would just get autographs, take pictures, buy merch, and leave. That would be all I would do. You know, or in cosplay and whatnot, that would be it. As far as like talking to just randoms, I'll pass. I'm good. Because I know it's not going anywhere. I know it's a waste of time in today's world. It's an absolute waste of time. Just like if I found a nightclub to go to, bro, the vibes there would be so bad and so awful that I just would not want to go anymore. Like I can't stress that enough, man, because, you know, a nightclub is supposed to be that outfit is really cute on Jeff. You know, like, it's supposed to be a place of fun, and, you know, I mean, you don't really have to, like, get drunk per se, because, you know, I'm a Christian. I don't do that, but, you know, for people who do, though, it's like, you know, a lot of them, you know, that's not where they're meeting the people to drink with. They're meeting them on social media, around town, at other parties that people are throwing in their house, bro. That's where these people are most likely meeting these people. You know, and it's like another thing too is like the hometainment shift, man. You know, it's the comfort and quality of just staying in, that has skyrocketed. I mean, you got high internet speed, online gaming, streaming services, you know, and it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like online gaming, but like, I'm always playing alone most of the time, unless I'm playing with my one friend or something. Like, I'm always playing alone, other than that. And they can have their own house parties. Yeah, that's what I just said, which is stupid. You know, like I like another thing too. I'll tell you another thing. Raves, like raves, bro. I can't even begin to tell you the last time that I heard of a rave in my area, bro. That's been so long ago. I probably was a teenager the last time I heard that, bro. Like, I mean, like it's crazy, man. Like it's absolutely crazy. Nobody's doing anything. It's like everybody's just. I'll tell you what, another thing too that people like doing now too, driving around and just seeing what everybody else is up to. That's another thing. That is a new form of entertainment that people love to do. I see it all the time, bro. I can name over probably 200, 300 people I've probably seen doing this, bro. I see the same cars all the time. Just driving up one street, the next street, the next street, coming back to the other two streets again. It's the same thing, man. And that's a waste of gas. Yeah, I would love to know how in the hell they are affording gas prices in Trump's economy. I would love to know that, because these people have to be going in debt, bro, and just not care. They have to be. There's no way. But like, another thing too is like, anyway, Trump's a clown anyway. But like, the thing is though, man, is like, the streaming services, that's another thing. Movie theaters, bro. Movie theaters are closing down like never before. Every time I've ever been in the movie theater, other than like the last time I seen a movie theater packed, honestly, was 2009. I can't even stress that enough, man. That was the last time I've seen a packed movie theater. Every time I've went and saw a movie after this, and especially when streaming services came out, and then then COVID hit, bro, nobody goes, bro. Like the last time I went and saw 2 movies, bro, I saw maybe like 2 or 3 people in there with me. It's that, bro. And there was even other movies that were just playing and nobody was even there, man. Like the whole thing was empty and the movie was just playing with no one to watch it. Like it's crazy, bro. Like nobody wants to go out anymore. They just want to sit on their ass on the couch, at least in America anyway. Sit on their couch and just doom scroll. That's the thing. They can doom scroll while they just listen to the movie, if they're even truly listening. Like that, it's crazy. And it's like, another thing too is like the camera effect too. You know, the constant presence of smartphones and social media has really changed how people behave in public places, y'all. Like, you know, in the past decade, people feel a sense of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Anonymity? Yeah, anonymity, on the night out, bro. Like, I mean, I can't stress that enough, man. Like, it's crazy, but it's the truth, man. Like, sad but true, you know. But, you know, today, it's like, the anxiety of just being recorded or broadcasted online makes, you know, it just, that's another thing killing it, bro. You're always being recorded. No matter where you go, you're always recorded. And it's like, you know, I even seen a guy. I don't come to the movies to be on my phone. It's crazy that people be on their phones in the movie theater. Yeah, bro, like when I was watching Saw X, bro, there was a guy that was on his phone the entire time. How I know this is because he sat in front of me. Like, he was on his phone the entire freaking time. And it was like, bro, how are you gonna, like, disrespect the Saw franchise like that? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it was wild to me, but, like, I don't know, man, but that, yeah, that's what they do, man. They just doom scroll, man. That's all people know how to do anymore. That's all they do, you know, because it helps them get latest gossip, and people's attention spans are so low, so now they're just bored all the freaking time. That because it's crazy, and it's like. It's like another thing too is like, you know, you'll hear a lot of people, like sociologists, right? They will talk about a lot about, right, like the loss of third place. You know, you'll hear a lot about this, right? And it's like, no wonder why they say this crap, because nobody's meeting anymore, man.
Score one for the squirrels.
But hang on a minute. Anyway, you know, so basically a third place is somewhere that isn't your home, which is the first place. But, you know, places like bars, clubs, movie theaters, malls. Another thing, malls, bro. Malls, dude, I'm going to tell you this now. Malls, bro, I would have loved to have went to a mall back in the 80s and the 90s, bro. That would have been so great, man. No phones, no social media, just people talking, bro. I've seen videos of it, man, and it looks so much better than today, man. Like, it just, honestly, every time I see this stuff, it actually makes me tear up, because I bet that was really great. You know, and I see all these people talk about, man, I miss that. Even in the 2000s, man, like, sure, like BlackBerry phones was a thing, Motorola Razors was a thing. You know, it's like people would text and call, but it didn't have the social media apps on it until, like, what, 2008-9, when the stupid iPhone came out. And it's like, you know, it's been over for a while for this stuff, and it's like, now that this stuff is disappearing, it's like, you know, people are just turning to just digital communities. And it's like, you know, I'm not saying you can't meet meaningful people on digital communities, but it's like, if you're not a certain type of person, bro, it's over. You're not going to have a digital community. You're not going to meet any friends on there. I'll be honest with you, I haven't really made any progress on that. And it's like, it's wild to me. It's like, people just don't care about connecting. You know, and it's like, social media has completely re-engineered, bro, like, completely, like, because of social media, like, you know, it's completely re-engineered, human interaction. It's like, it's pretty much changed the social construct, or you know, the contract. You know, going out to a bar used to require a certain type of level of social courage, social skills. That's another thing, bro. Nobody has social skills anymore, bro. Nobody. It's like, you know, even people at the grocery store, when they scan your items, bro, to most people, they're dead silent. They just look down. They're miserable. You can tell they're miserable. They just look down, scan the items, and just send your ass on your way. Like, I mean, I hate to say it, but that is the truth, man. At least every time I see it, it is. Like, it's like, you know, even people in a lot of the lines, they don't even... Most people just act like they're the only ones there in a way. It's like they don't... The other people are invisible to them. Seriously, that's the way they act now, and... It's crazy, but it's true, and it's like... You know, there's no... You know, like, another thing, too, is, like, you had to walk up to strangers, risk awkward rejection in real time, you know, real body language you had to deal with. Social media has completely destroyed every bit of that. Basically, the social media apps gave everyone a way to just bypass all of that. They can just neglect you, just... If they don't like... And I'll tell you another thing. If they don't like your voice, that's another thing. If they don't like the way you sound, that's it. They will not talk to you. They will click off the video. You know, I've seen this happen a lot.
Pick your hero.
You know, if they don't like your voice, they won't listen to you. They don't like the way you look, obviously. You know, it's like, by removing this friction, it's also removed all of the genuine practice people got in just to talking to each other. It's almost all of it. It's very close to all of it. And now anymore, it's like social media has created a paradox, like where we like pretty much are consistently connected but incredibly isolated. It's changed the way that people view socializing in many ways. It's like, you know, it's pretty much just social performance.
Get ready.
It's not real connection, it's just social performance.
Oh, hell yeah! I am so glad that you're on my team.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
It's, I don't know.
Particular reason why?
I miss going to the mall. The mall close to where I live. Well, bro, the mall, the one where I go in, it's still there, but bro, it's almost dead as a doornail every time I go in there, bro. I mean, I can't even stress that enough, and that's where the movie theater is that I went and saw X at, right? Bro, it's dead all the time. I mean, like, you see a few people in there, but like not much, bro. Not much. Like, it's crazy because all this is just, it's changed, man. Like, it's changed very quickly, and for the worse too. Like, that messes up with picking voice type. I would not care what they sound like. Well, most people do, man. Like, I've had people, like, when I'm talking here on stream, like, I've had them, like, stay while the gameplay's going, and then when I speak, I see them click off, because you can see that. And it's like, it's because they don't like the way that I sound. I'm not dumb, man. But, like, the thing is this problem is not going away. This problem is going to get much, much worse. Like, I do not see it ever getting any better. As a matter of fact, it won't. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. It's not changing. Things have changed now, and they're not going back. So it's like, another thing, you know, some of the ways that it's changed people is like the death of approachability is one. And it's like, you know, you walk into a modern bar, what do you see? Now, I've not been into a bar, but I can tell you I've seen loads and loads of videos, and I've seen loads and loads of people talk about it. I tell you what you see. You see people on their phone, you see people doom scrolling, texting, on the social media, filming an Instagram story or a TikTok. You know, the phones are basically acting like a physical shield. It signals to everybody else, hey, leave me alone, I'm occupied. Stay the hell away from me. Like, That makes it impossible for a stranger to naturally start a conversation. It's impossible. You can't freaking do it, man. It's impossible. And another thing too is like the comfort of the screen, the phone screen, man. Like social media allows people to just curate exactly how we present ourselves. You can edit a comment, think about a reply, or just close the app if things get uncomfortable, like I mentioned earlier. Real life conversation is unpredictable. People don't want that anymore. It's raw, it's unedited, maybe even unhinged at times. People don't want to deal with like any of that. Instead, you know, it's basically, for most people anymore, it feels like it's just daunting. It's just too much work to sit here and talk to somebody. They would rather just doom scroll. And it's like, that right there, bro, is just pathetic. But evening, I've noticed you didn't ping on Discord, but I'm glad I caught you stream. Yeah, I haven't been pinging on Discord considering the server is like dead. But if you click the bell notification, it'll notify you. But
You really should have known better.
What are you aiming at?
it's like, you know, I hate that it's gotten this way too, man, because it sucks. It just sucks because it's like. Oh, okay, yeah. If you click the little bell, it should be by my name, and it'll notify you every time I go live. That is if you want to. It's up to you. Another thing too is like.
Happy thoughts, everyone. If we stay focused, we've got this.
Like hyper and sultry, right? Like that's another one. You know, people tend to stick strictly to cliches they arrive with now. The idea of going out alone to meet people, it's almost vanished, bro. It's completely almost vanished. If a group does go out, they are often more focused basically on capturing like anesthetics or just having fun in their digital feeds, you know, rather than actually engaging with the environment or people around them. You know, and then another one is like the why bother mentality, because you can find these communities who share your exact niche interests online, walk into a nightclub, a bar, an anime convention. It's pointless anymore. You know, it's like kind of like a massive gamble in a way. Like, and like I mentioned before, the thing with the anime conventions is that is a high and by scenario. You go there now to just take pictures with said voice actress, or said person who's cosplaying, buy some merch, and that's it, bro. That's literally all it is anymore. It's like, bro, I could just buy my merch elsewhere. I could just, I mean, that way I won't have to feel even more alone in humiliation rituals, bro. You know, I mean, and it's like, you know, it's also crazy too because a lot of otakus don't want to admit this. They don't want to admit this about anime conventions. They don't want to admit this about online spaces regarding otakus or anime content. You know, you have to be in a certain clique. You have to be of a certain political mindset. You have to be a certain class, a certain, you have to speak a certain way, say certain things. You know, you got to be a certain way. If you're not, and that's with any community, by the way, if you're not going to get anywhere. It does, you know, liking the same thing now does not gain you any advantages. It's a lot more than that now. You know, and that's why a lot of this stuff is toxic, right? But You know, another thing is like, you know, there's a massive misconception that if you just go to an anime convention or a local hobby shop, that you'll just magically find people and walk away with lifelong friends. You know, listen, in reality, this is BS. In reality, modern conversations have pretty much just turned into commercial spectacles, really. That's how I'm going to word it, because it's true. Even with therapists, bro, like, even with therapists, it's the same thing. They don't even really try to help you or say anything, at least in my case. They just sit there, let you kind of rant, I guess, or just talk about it, and then they don't really say anything. And then they just send your ass on your way, bro. Like, it's crazy. Hate to groupthink, but why? Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I agree with that. But it's like, nope. The political mindset people, the status people, they won't let you do that. They're not gonna let that happen, because they're all worshiping their so-called utopia. But it's like, you know, these places, they're built for consumption and spectacle. Buying merch, taking photos, cosplayers, and waiting in massive lines. That's not enough, bro. You need to be talking to other people, and it's like, you can't do that no more, bro. Literally, I've seen many anime conventions where people are literally just freaking standing around, like, in their cosplay outfit, just doom scrolling on their phone, bro. I'm not even joking. If you've been to an anime convention, you've probably seen this, by the way. So it's like, you know, it's a waste of time anymore. Like, unless you're wanting to get some autograph or buy some merch or something, or take a picture of the cosplay, that's about it, bro. That's literally it. There is nothing else that could be gained from this. Because times have changed. It's affected and bled into everything. Everything, man. You know, that's another thing. Like, the world has lost its color, too. You know, all these buildings are just gray or brown or plain. The floor is brown, or they're just white or just plain. The walls are plain. Everything's plain. Your stove's plain. Your countertop's plain. Your fridge is plain. Your phone's plain. The console's plain. The TV's plain. I could go on. It's the same colors: black, white, brown. That's it. I mean, at least in America, anyway. You go out and you see cars, it's all the same damn colors. It's not like it was back in the early 2000s, 90s, and 80s, where, you know, you had yellow cars and just all this other type of color cars. No, people don't even want to see color anymore, bro. It's crazy. But another thing too is, like, with these conventions, right? You're around all these people, and it's like, you've never felt more invisible. You feel more invisible going to these places. Seriously, you feel more invisible. As a matter of fact, I'd go as far as say it's a humiliation ritual, because it's just, you know, nobody's talking, bro. Like, it's just, unless it's like someone in a certain clique or status, or maybe a little gossip here and there, meaningless crap, right? That's all it is just meaningless stuff. And it's like, everything is like a 30-second chat. You know, it could be about a favorite character.
Did everyone miss me while I was off soaring through the stars?
Or something like that. Hate it when people can't be friends because a person don't have a social media following. Yeah, that's basically what it is, man. Yeah, that's what it is. It's, if they have a high social media following, that's when they want to be friends with, because it's a status thing. If they have a lot of money, that's when they want to talk to them. They don't really give a damn about them. They just want to be in that clique. That's all that it boils down to. You're in the social construct of the clique, the societal clique. That's all that really matters to people anymore. And it's like, you know, that sucks too, because people obviously need human connection regardless of who you are, man. Like, and it's like, I don't understand why things have got to be this way. I really don't. But it is that way. So, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change. It's just going to get worse. But like, another thing too is, right, I'll tell you this other thing. There's this thing at this grocery store that I've seen, and it honestly just made me mad. So there was this little flyer. It says the 60-second gospel. So it's like, you know, these Christians are now saying, well, I don't have enough time to tell you about Christ, so I'm just going to try to narrow it down in 60 seconds because I'm too busy. It's like, you know, really? Like, I saw that and I just thought to myself, my gosh, I was like, man, it's even affected that, bro. Like, it's like, you know, and if you're not religious, I get it. But like, you know, me personally, I am. But like, you know, I just thought that was insane. Like, you know, and that's basically how churches act, honestly, is maybe a 30 second, 60 seconds like that. That's what they do, which is stupid. I mean, like, bro, could you imagine if, like, just for one day, all these things stopped and people just started talking to each other again? Seriously, could you imagine that? I guarantee you the depression rate would go down a little bit. The anxiety rate would go down a little bit. I guarantee you it would. But it's like, well, that's too good to be true now. That's not going to happen. Gone are the days when it was like that, bro. And it's like, I miss those times, man. And it's like most people don't even have, a lot of people don't even have people to even contact them on their phone. There's like this one song, great, I done forgot the name of it. But anyway, he talks about like nobody's even calling him on the phone, bro. Like nobody's hitting him up, asking if he's alright. Nothing, man, nothing. Like he's got nobody that gives a dang. And it's like, that is the reality for a lot of people, for a lot of men and women. Seriously, that is the reality. And it's like, you know, people are comfortable with all this that I'm talking about. They are absolutely comfortable talking about this. Like, I'll tell you this too. I've actually sat here and said, well, another thing too, I'll tell you that people don't do. If let's say you are in an online community or you talk to somebody online, now I have one person who does not do this. But I've noticed like a lot of other people that I have spoken with, they do this. So if you speak to somebody and they'll be like, well, how was your day? Or, you know, what did you do today? And then, like, let's just say, obviously, you don't believe in, you know, it's either this or you lie. I mean, I guess they would prefer you to lie, I guess. But, like, if you tell them, well, I ain't been doing good, or all this, they literally just change the subject. They will literally just act like that you did not just type that. They will try to sit here and just ignore what you just typed, like you never even typed it. I've seen this many of times. I've heard other people talk about this many of times. And it's like, you know, it's crazy too, because it just goes to show that these people don't care, man. It just goes to show what I'm saying that's correct. Like, and it's like, you know, if that's the case, man, all this is meaningless, man. All these trying to talk to anybody, it's all meaningless, bro, anymore. Like, honestly, you pretty much now to the point to where you are forced to self-isolate. I hate to say it, but you really are. Especially if you're like me. You know, you're not in a certain clique, you're not in a certain social status. You are forced to do this. And it's like, you're forced to just sit here and like, isolate. And another thing too, it's like, take like introverts. Did you notice that introverts highly increased when social media came out? Did you notice that? Because the thing is like, everybody is an introvert now. Literally, almost every single human being on the face of this planet is an introvert now. And it's like, you know, when you think about it, wow, what? What are you wowing about? When you think about it, social media is the blame for that too.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
You know, and social media, I can tell you this now, it drains your social battery because there's constant drama, constant negativity, constant toxic positivity, constant narcissism. That I never knew that info. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I mean, I've noticed it. A lot of other people have noticed it too. When Facebook came out in 2005, 2006, whenever it was, I remember like it was yesterday when that came out. When I saw that come out, I thought to myself, I had the most bad feeling in my stomach when that came out. I was like, things are fixing to change. I just had that feeling. And I was right. I was correct. It was like, you know, my intuition spoke to me. And that's the thing. My intuition is never wrong. You know, in your intuition, your conscience, you know, it won't lie to you. You know, if social media brain rotted everybody. Yeah, brain rot has been going on since mid-2000s, right? Like it's, you know, everybody acts like it's a new thing. No, it's just gotten worse. It's gotten more worse, more stupider, and it's like it's going to continue to head down that route. I mean, you got kids who can't even read in school anymore. They have to, the teachers are having to do brain rot content because that's all they know. Like I watched a video yesterday about this kid, and it was talking about how a lot of kids are like this. They don't watch cartoons anymore, like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. None of that. A lot of them don't do that no more. You know why? Because they're watching people like Mr. Beast and stuff like that on YouTube. You know, all this other brain-rotted content like Skibbity Toilet and just all this other garbage. That's what they're watching. This kid couldn't name a single cartoon. I mean, not one. Like this guy asked him, what's your favorite cartoon? This kid honestly didn't even know what the hell he was talking about. He said, I don't watch that stuff. He said, I watch YouTube. I watch brain rot content. That's what I like. And it's like, that's what they watch nowadays, man. These kids are having phones at 3, 4 years old now. A lot of them don't even play with toys anymore. And it's like, you know, if you don't believe me, just do your research. Look around. Open your eyes. Pay attention. Read body language. You will see that I am correct. I mean, it's like, I wish I wasn't correct. I wish I was wrong. I really do. I would give anything to be wrong. But it's like, I'm not. And, you know, as far as meeting people, this is done. It's cooked, man. It's over. You know, as a matter of fact, dating sites, that's another thing that's a joke. You know, just like social media, you know, because that's the thing. Those sites like that, they just make people ghost you even more, bro. Those places like that are ghosted havens. If you ever are a person who wants to be ghosted, get on a dating app or a social media app. You will find it very quickly. So it's like, you know, you can't even meet people unless you're a certain way, like I said. So it's like, where the hell do you meet people? Seriously. You know, because me personally, a lot of times, I feel like I'm the only person on this damn planet. Few kids only know Hazbin Hotel as a cartoon. Yeah, I know, right? You know, like, they don't really know, like, cartoons like Regular Show, Adventure Time, Cow and Chicken, Cat Dog, Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, gosh, I could name so many, like, cartoons that I watched when I was a kid, non-anime related. Like, but... yeah, I mean, that's all really kids can... and it's like, you know... another thing, too, is like... a lot of other people are complaining about people, where the heck do you meet people, too? Because it's like, you know, it's a genuine question. Because... and here's the answer. The answer is nowhere, bro. You can't meet anybody anymore. Because you can't walk up to nobody anymore. That's like if you're a man and you're looking for a woman, yeah, walk up to a woman and see where that lands you. That's going to land you behind bars anymore.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have
That's where that's going to land you. You're not going to be able to do it. Or, you know, another thing too is like, you know, which is the dating market's a joke now anyway. People just don't really want to do it anymore. They don't want friends. They don't want nothing. Nobody is real anymore. Yes, I agree with this 100%. Like, honestly, a lot of times, I feel like I'm the only real person on this planet. I hate to say that, but I really do. A lot of times. It's like, you know... I really know what the verse in the Bible means when it talks about a stranger in a strange land. It's like, that is me, man. That is me. That.
Be wary, Frank Castle.
It's like, you know, it's brutal, but it's honestly the truth. I mean, I hate to say it, but like, another thing too is like, in a lot of these spaces now, this is where I'm really going to go on. There's this picture perfect mentality, right? You got to be perfect, perfect, and then that's the thing, that doesn't exist. There was only one perfect person that ever existed. One. And it's like, you know, their meaning of perfect is a lot different than what that is. So, but like the picture perfect, you know, in all these spaces, you know, you used to hang out, have, you know, all that. It's been taken over by the desire to document. Jesus is the only perfect person. Yeah, that's exactly who I was referring to. I mean, not to get on a religious talk or anything, because this isn't a religious video, but like, even in the spaces like that, there'll be people in Christian spaces, bro. Like, it's a joke too, man. It's not just unchristian spaces, but like, you know, the picture perfect thing is like people are more focused on getting a photo or a video clip to prove they were there than they are on putting their phones down or having a raw, unfiltered conversation with the person sitting next to them. And, you know, it's like another thing, too, is like a lot of people in the otaku community have experienced social rejection, bullying in the past. It's like, you know, try adding someone on PlayStation, bro, or Xbox, or Steam. It never goes good, man. These people, they don't talk to you. They probably don't even add you back, bro. And it's like, that brings me to my next point. Gatekeeping. There's constant gatekeeping, constant defensive walls because of this. You know, these people often walk into spaces and public spaces with just a defense wall like Labyrinth Wall from Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Like, I can't even stress that enough. People stick strictly to small cliches they travel with, or, you know, trying to break into those like established circles as an individual. You know, it feels like just climbing a brick wall anymore, man. And it's like, you know, this is sad too, bro, because I experience this on the daily, man. It's like, can't win for lose. And it's like another thing too is like when you talk, I mean, I'll tell you this now, when I talk like with certain people, this could be in party chats, it could be Discord calls, whatever. I have one individual that I know that listens to me. Literally. Like one individual. The rest, they will always be like, well, sorry, I wasn't listening, or what did you say? Like, you know, these people, they can't even listen to you anymore because their brain will not allow them. They have to doom scroll, they have to do something to get a dopamine hit. If they're not getting any type of dopamine hit, you can hang that up. It's over. And social media, that's the dopamine hit people want. They don't want any other dopamine hit, mostly. It's like, you know, another thing, too, the loss of chill space, bro. You know, massive convention centers and packed local shops, you know, they don't really design spaces for people to just sit, relax, and talk anymore. Everything is optimized by foot traffic and commerce, consumerism. You know, it doesn't even have a dedicated low-pressure space to just sit and to just kind of coexist, have interactions with people, because the interactions remain completely transactional. That's why I say every relationship you encounter, maybe even yourself, it's transactional. All of it. It doesn't matter what it is anymore. Dating, friendships, hell, even drinking buddies, man, that's transactional because if you ain't buying the booze, they ain't coming. And it's like, you know, like I said, I don't drink, so that don't bother me none. But it's like, you know, I would have loved to have went to a nightclub in my life. That's something I would have liked to have done, right? And it's like, you know, subreddits, that's another one. That's so toxic. Discord's so toxic. Like, you can't even meet any people who are freaking serious anymore. Like, another thing, too, you always feel, oh, I'm just not serious about anything. It's like, okay, then we ain't gonna vibe.
30 seconds before you attack.
And it's like, you know, you're trying to find real people, real genuine people to sit and chat with, talk with, stuff like this. It's like another thing too in like restaurants. Back in the 2000s, and I imagine before this, bro, restaurants used to be some of the most loudest places you could ever go to. Like, I remember back when Pizza Hut had their buffet, right? And, you know, a lot of people go in there and eat Olive Garden. That's another one. All those places like that. Subway, you know, it would be very loud in there, bro. Because everybody is talking to one another. Now, bro, it's so quiet you can hear a freaking pin drop, man. Because everybody's on the phone. They're eating, just scrolling on the phone. I mean, they may say, like, a few things here or there, but it's like... The only place I know now that is not like this is a local place you go to eat. It's not like a name brand restaurant. It's like a local town restaurant. It's very loud in there, but the reason it's very loud in there is because it's a gossip center. They're all gossiping. That is it. That's all they talk about in there is gossip. Nothing else. That's why it's so loud. But it's like, you know, I went to the movie theaters the other day and it was quiet in there too. Yeah, that's what I said. I just said that earlier, back when I went and watched Saw X back in 2023. There was about 2 or 3 people in there other than me and my wife, by the way, at most, bro. And one of the guys was on his phone the entire time the movie was playing, man. And there was other movies like... That was like back when like the Barbie movie was airing in theaters, and then a couple of others, I forget, but that was the one I remember. But like, I didn't have any interest in it, but like, some of those movies, I looked in there, bro, it was dead ass empty. I mean, and with the movie playing and everything, like nobody to watch it. It was just empty. Because nobody wants to do that anymore. What it is they want to sit on the couch, turn it on, stream it on their TV, and just doom scroll while they do it. That's what it boils down to. They don't really have to get up to really do anything. You know, Americans honestly are some of the most laziest people in the world. A lot of people believe, oh, well, they work hard, yada, yada, yada. No, they're actually some of the most laziest people in the world, and I'll tell you how. Americans do everything sitting down. As a matter of fact, in Japan, and I'm sure my Japanese friend in this chat can vouch for me for this. In Japan, they don't really sit on furniture. I mean, sure, you may see like a chair or two or something, but they don't sit on this stuff all the time. They squat, they do Asian squat, they don't really do all that. They sit on a mat, they sit on the floor, a lot of them, most of them, that's what they do, man. I mean, sure, they may have like a gamer chair that they sit in when they're gaming or something. And it's like, you know, bro, it's like, what the heck, man? It's like, I don't even know where to begin on this because it's like, and another thing too, the reason why I say they're so lazy is take a look around. Did you know most people literally park their cars by their front door? So they don't really have to take very many steps at all just to sit down again and travel to another place that they're going to go and sit down at again. They do everything sitting down, bro. That's why there is a overweight epidemic in the America. That's why, because they do everything sitting down. The food is crap. The food is junk. It's not even real food, I don't believe. But it's like, that's off the point, but like, that's another thing. People are just too lazy to conversate with you. They don't care. People at the checkouts, man, it's very awkward. Every time I go into a grocery store, I had an encounter with that today. I went and grabbed a jug of milk. It was so awkward. It's always awkward with me, bro, because it's like these people are awkward. You know, they just, it's like they sit there and scan an item for someone that don't even exist. It's like, you know, because they're not saying anything. The only thing they will tell you is your total, how much money you owe. That's it. That's the only thing they will tell you. And it's like, this, honestly, really, to be honest with you, stuff like this is the reason why AI is going to replace jobs. This is why. And it's like, you know, all these people are saying, oh, well, we can't let AI replace jobs. Well, if you don't change this, it's going to. Like, you know, all these people just crapping all over AI all the time. They think like AI is just the worst thing that could ever happen to somebody because they've seen all these like sci-fi movies and just all this like unrealistic stuff, right? It's like, I mean, yeah, sure, AI will probably advance to a pretty bad point sometime, but it's like, you know, it's going to continue to take jobs as long as people are like this. Did you know back in the day, now I dated a girl who worked at Walmart. I haven't told the story about this on YouTube yet, but I plan on it in my next dating video. The store workers act like they're all antisocial, like they act bothered when you tell them good day. You are not lying. You have hit the nail on the head 100%. That is exactly how it is. Everybody acts bothered. It's like, you know, that's another thing. And that right there is just pushing, that's just going to make these stores go out of business even quicker and just make online deliveries and shopping. That's just going to escalate that, man. It goes back to the Wall-E movie. Yes, I agree, man. Wall-E, bro, let me tell you something about Wall-E. Like, regardless that he was friends with a cockroach, that's the part that's like really to me because I don't like cockroaches. But like, honestly, Wall-E, that movie will probably come true one day. I won't lie, it probably will. Like, I feel like Wall-E wasn't a movie. I feel like Wall-E was a prediction. My mom hated Wall-E? Why? Why does your mom hate Wall-E? I always liked Wall-E though. He's like, Wall-E! I always liked him. But, I don't know, man. Like, you just can't meet anybody anymore. It's impossible, bro. Like, I honestly feel like if you was to go to another planet without any people on it, it would honestly feel the same as it does here. Because you're isolated either way, bro.
I can feel your pain. Sorry.
It's just, come on, Wall-E is a cool movie. Yeah, Wall-E's pretty dope. I like that movie. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's just crazy, y'all. Like, I really wish it wasn't like this. But sadly, it is. Sadly, it is. And it's not going to get any better. There's no places to meet people. Everything is closing down. Everybody wants to stay at home. You know, it's like, gosh, I don't even know, man. I really don't. There is no solution to this now. It's gotten so bad, there is no solution to it. So it's like, I can't even really begin to even tell you how you solve this problem. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, I can tell you how you solve the problem. Get rid of the social media, get rid of the cell phone. That's the only way. That's going to be the only way to possibly undo the damage. But that's not going to happen. We got to think in reality here. That's not going to happen because of a lot of reasons. So, anyway, I hope you found this video enlightening. Wish it didn't have to be this way. Yeah, I wish it didn't have to be this way either, but it honestly is. You know, and that's kind of one reason why, like, I just don't really have any interest in going to anime my merch elsewhere, bro. If I'm not meeting anybody, bro, I ain't going. I ain't going. If I ain't gonna meet any meaningful friends and relationships, I'm out. Count me out. I don't care. Like, enough. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Shoot. Oh, it's like, you know, another thing too is like, people even at places like GameStop, right? Like, people used to kind of chat, talk in GameStop, bro. No more. It's bro. The only thing you hear in GameStop is silence, unless there is a TV playing like game trailers. That's about it. It is dead silent in there too, bro. Like, you know, it's like, it honestly feels like most of these places have just become libraries. I don't want to walk into a con with a full of NPCs, LOL. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. You know, and that's the thing, if you're an NPC, bro, NPCs on games don't bother me, but let's be honest, NPCs in real life are a billion times worse than NPCs on any game. So it's like, you know, no, I don't want to be around NPCs. They're a joke. And sadly,
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Sadly, that's really all you see around. Normies.
I've had my eye on you for some time.
That's it, man. It's like, you know, if you're not a normie, that's not going to end well for you either. So, It's like, I mean, like I said, there's nowhere you can meet people. It's like, you know, go look up on YouTube, go look up videos of nightclubs back in like the early 2000s, the 90s, hell, even the 80s, bro, and look how fun that looked, man. Seriously. That's all dead, man. It's all gone. And it's not coming back. But anyway, like, I mean, actually, you know what? Before I end this video, I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to tell a story. So this one time, I was, actually, I'm going to tell you two stories. One time, now I've told this story once before on YouTube, long ago, but I'm going to mention it just for safe measures, or just to prove a point. So, I was in Walmart one time, right? And, you know, back in Walmart, you know, years and years ago, you know, going back to the story with my ex that I was mentioning, I used to date a girl there. She told me, she said, yeah, she said, us at Walmart, we now have, it's a rule that if we don't smile at the customer, we will get fired. And I told her, I said, why are you complaining about that? And she said, because it's stupid. I said, why is that stupid? And she couldn't really give me an answer. And bro, so many people complained about this that Walmart actually changed it. They no longer require that. It's like, bro, this is what I'm talking about. People can't even smile at you anymore. If you smile at someone anymore, bro, they think you're up to something. Like seriously, if you smile at somebody, they'll walk up to you and be like, hey, yo, man, you got beef? You know, you up to something? You got something going on? What's good? You know, that's what they'll be saying. Seriously. I've had it happen to me, man. Like, it's like, you know, that is so brutal, too, because it's like, you know, you now just have, you have to look miserable in public. You absolutely have to. But anyway, going back to the other story, you know, about in Walmart, you know, I was shooting a YouTube video one time at Walmart long ago about like some about physical media, right? I was doing a video on physical media, and before I started recording, this worker walks past me. He gives me like a snide look, like looks at me like I'm just pure crap, like just pure garbage to him, right? And so I was like, yeah, up yours, buddy, you too. You know, like that's kind of my mindset. But like, anyway, so I started recording and he come over there and then he saw me recording. He's like, you need something? He literally spoke just because I was recording. And I said, nah, man, I said, I'm shooting a YouTube video. When I said that, that's when he wanted to talk. Seriously, I'm not even joking. He actually wanted to talk. When I told him, like, because I purchased something that day, he was talking up a damn storm now that he knew that I was a YouTuber, and then he was like wanting to chat then. And it was like, you know, I didn't tell him anything about my YouTube channel. I just sat there. I didn't even really talk back to the guy. I was like, yeah, you know, because I didn't care what he was saying. You know, and then there was this other guy too, this worker, right? Now, anybody that knows me or has seen me on this channel, you know that I am not a fan of like Zelda. I mean, I don't, if you like Zelda, that's cool, that's fine. I don't really care. But like me, I couldn't get into it, right? I tried years and years ago. I played like Twilight Princess and all of them. I couldn't even ever finish them because I just was so bored with it. But like, anyway, I was purchasing a game one time and then like some other stuff. And then this guy, I was looking at this worker was over, he's like, bro, he's like, you gotta buy Breath of the Wild, bro. Like, you know, you gotta buy Breath of the Wild on the Switch, man. It's the best game ever made. And it's like, I told this guy twice that I did not like Zelda, and he still continued to tell me to buy Breath of the Wild. And it was like, you know, all these conversations are awkward as hell, bro. Like, it's awkward as hell. It's like, you know, it makes me just... That's why I wear earphones all the time in public now. Literally, that's what I do. Well, I wear one. But it's like the other one I have to use to scan for dangers. But, like... And it's like, you know, it's very weird and awkward, man. Any of these interactions you go in the store, but like, yeah, they can't even smile at you anymore, so you can't even meet someone at the grocery store no more to talk to, Walmart, any of these places. You can't meet anybody to talk to. And it's like, you know, it's just, it's over. It's completely over. But anyway, I don't know. Like, that's going to end this video here. But, like, I may edit this video and then re-upload it, I don't know. But, like, I don't know. It's just really... It's really disheartening that this is going on. That's the first I heard someone say they don't like Zelda. You are a fun Luke to think that. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I just can't get into it. I mean, like, I don't like it. Now, I mean, I'll tell you another one I don't like. I don't really like Mario. I mean, I don't hate it. I can't get into it. It's just not something I'm interested in. I respect the franchise, but, like, I just don't simply like it. I mean, Rosalina is pretty cute, but other than that, I don't really like it. And I grew up playing some of the old Marios. I mean, they were okay, but not really something I would necessarily like die to play. No, I'm sorry. I'm just not a fan. I'm sorry. I'm one of those Pokemon fans. But anyway, it's like, yeah. I mean. Anyway, as far as meeting people goes, y'all, I really don't know what to say. It's like, I don't know, man. You just can't meet anybody. I learned a lot tonight. Well, that's good, Rosa. Okay. Yeah. But, like, anyway, I'm going to end this one here. I've been wanting to talk about this for quite some time. I may end up doing a part 2 to this as well, because there's a lot to cover other than just bars and nightclubs and anime conventions. But, like, I know I kind of went a little bit off topic with the bars and the nightclubs. This was kind of mostly for otaku situations, but I kind of brought those two up to kind of just bring up a point that it's not just only an otaku space. I mean, it's all spaces, bro. Like, it's all spaces. Like, you know, even online communities, a lot of people can't really meet anybody on there. And it's like, it's just, it's wicked. It's crazy. But anyway, hope everybody has a good weekend. Tomorrow I may or may not stream. Usually Saturdays I don't. Sometimes I do decide to stream. I may end up streaming the Yami deck run tomorrow on Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Maybe. I don't know. For anybody who has wondered why my Winx Club videos are gone, I got notified today by the official company. They had blocked my video for copyright reasons, so I'm going to have to replay the whole game on YouTube, but just without the music. Because the song that I was talking about that was probably going to get me copyrighted, well, it did. So I'd had to take that down. So I will have to replay the game without the music and just me talking and the sound effects. So no worries. It's not a copyright strike or nothing. It was just a copyright claim. Basically, they claim ownership of the rights to that, obviously, which makes sense. I mean, I kind of figured that's what was going to happen. So next time when we play it, I'm going to replay it on stream again and then play it without the music. So that way we'll be good. But anyway, yeah. Good luck on meeting people, though. I mean, I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but honestly, I don't even think luck can help us at this point. I really don't. But anyway, yeah. See y'all later. God bless you all, and yeah, peace.